Let's take a look at how Splunk returns fields in search results. We've mentioned that some fields are extracted at index time, while others are extracted at search time. But what does that really mean? When Splunk ingests data into the index, a select number of fields are automatically extracted. These include metadata fields such as host, source, and source type, and internal fields such as time and raw, which contain the event's timestamp and the original raw data of an event. At search time, field discovery extracts additional fields from raw event data. Splunk will automatically extract fields from your data based on its assigned source type, as well as key value pairs found in the data. These fields are persistent and will be extracted every time a search is run containing the same search terms, unless you explicitly tell Splunk to not return them. Temporary fields can also be created on an ad hoc basis using commands such as eval. The eval command is used to calculate and manipulate field values. Results of eval commands can be written to a new temporary field at search time, or replace an existing field's values. Let's look at an example using data from the fictional gaming company Buttercup Games. After an initial search of what sites were being misused during business hours, they have added a new web access policy. The usage is broken down into categories of usage types. The boss wants us to query this data to calculate how much internet bandwidth is being used for each usage type. We first use the stats command to find the sum of all bytes used. The resulting report shows the number of bytes used as bytes. This is what we asked for, but converting these values to megabytes would make our report much easier to understand. A web search tells us that a megabyte is 1024 to the power of 2 bytes. So we pipe our search into an eval command that divides the bytes by 1024, then divides the result by 1024 again. Since we used a non-existing field name for the results, a new field of bandwidth is created. The field extractor utility can be used to extract fields from your data that were not automatically extracted for its assigned source type. You can also use commands to extract fields that were not extracted at search time. These commands extract fields from your data using regular expressions, or regex. If you're inexperienced with regex or would like a refresher in its syntax, we recommend you watch our regex overview video. I have added a link to it, as well as the Splunk documentation, to your notes. Now let's hand it over to Jessica to teach us about the erex and rex commands.
While fields extracted with the field extractor are persistent across searches, there might be times where you want to extract values temporarily for the duration of a search. Splunk provides the erex and rex commands for this. The erex command is a lot like automatic field extraction in the field extractor. You give it a sample of values, and Splunk will try to extract what you want. In the game beta logs, we see unextracted data representing character names for our users. We pipe our search into the erex command. Provide a field name to use for the extracted values. Use the from field argument to tell Splunk which field in our data to match on. And use an argument of examples to provide a list of sample data. When the search is run, Splunk builds a regular expression based on the sample data, checks it against the raw event data, and adds matched values to the character field. While the erex command is very handy when you need to get quick results, it can suffer the same issue as automatic field extraction. It only knows what to look for based on the sample you have given it. Using the where command with the isNull function, we can see some character names were missed. Adding more samples to the examples argument will fix this. We can see the regular expression Splunk used to match by clicking on the Jobs menu. Like with the field extractor, erex is a great way to start your regex, but should be checked and edited to match your needs. Information in the Job menu suggests using the rex command with the generated regex. The rex command allows you to use regular expression named capture groups to extract values at search time. It can be used on field values or raw data. The rex command allows you to match multiple groups, resulting in multiple fields. Let's extract both the user and character name values from our game beta data. Here we are using the field of _raw as the field to match on. By default, this field will be used if no field argument is given. Note that running rex over the raw field can have a performance impact. If you already have an extracted field that you can use, always default to using it. We enter a regular expression that we created earlier inside double quotes and run the search. We now have a field of user that includes the email addresses. We continue our expression to return a character field. Behind our capture group, we add an apostrophe, followed by a \s to match the whitespace. To match character name, in our data, we add a character class of upper and lowercase letters and a colon. We use a plus quantifier to match all characters within the class, followed by an apostrophe. We create another capture group named character. Inside this group, we will match one or more of a character class that includes upper and lowercase letters, digits, along with period and dash symbols. Upon running the search, we now have both user and character fields available to us. When choosing to use erex versus rex, keep a few things in mind. Erex is easier to use. You do not need to know regex to use erex, where rex requires it. With erex, you need to provide samples to generate regex. Rex does not require sample data. Erex creates a regular expression for you. You can use these expressions as a starting point with rex. When possible, use rex.